Hey, welcome back. So I had a plan for today, which was, so I drank the red wine last week. That was fun. And today I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try the white wine, but like I'm not gonna drink that much. I'm not gonna drink the whole bottle. I did some more research. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have drank the whole thing. That was too much. I probably should have stopped at like 500 milliliters or whatever. So my plan today was like, right now it's 6:30. Like I was gonna start drinking at 6:30, and then I would record a video at like 8 or 9 o'clock for the effects to kick in, and then I would try to like record a real vlog. But that plan kind of went out the window when I tried the Chardonnay, the white wine, and it was literally the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life. I almost threw up when I tasted it. I thought it would taste better than the red wine, but compared to the red wine, like I did pretty good with the red wine. I drank it, and it was just like, ugh, but it wasn't that bad. This is like tastes rancid. I thought maybe I would try to do one sip on camera. Oh my god, it's so bad. Oh, oh god, I can't drink it. Oh my god. You're supposed to drink that with fish? You're out of your mind. Yeah, you might as well put your salmon in like a old shoe and eat it, and that's what it would pair well with. Pairs well with old shoe. Is it like a spicy thing? Like, you know, when people are like, oh, I like spicy food, but part of you thinks like, you're just being like a tough guy. Like, you like saying you like spicy food because you know it like hurts. So you're like, well, I don't care. It doesn't hurt me. The people are like, oh, I like wine. And you're like, oh, they're cool because wine tastes terrible. So if you like it, you must be like, oh, I don't mind. I don't know. But like, here, look at these people. This came with the box. And like, I wanted to show this last week, but like, look at them. Look at, they're so happy. And they're like, look there. And the kid is drinking wine. I don't know. He's not drinking wine, but look at them. Look at her face. Look at how happy she is. I want this. This is what I want, I think. Look at how normal they are. I'll never be a part of that. I was feeling bad today. Yeah, I don't know. Today was just gonna be like a vlog about my life or something because I couldn't think of what to talk about. I did therapy today, and it was one of those days where you go to therapy and you hope they solve all your problems, and then they don't, and then you're like sad. So therapy didn't solve all my problems today, and so I was kind of feeling sad. It's probably mostly just the dating stuff. Just being frustrated about how I don't understand like why there isn't a mechanism in society to just like help people like me find people. I mean, it's always like it's just like figure it out. I don't know. I was writing a question to the Sadie in the Besties group does this cool thing where she does a private podcast to answer our questions, and my question this week is going to be like a crazy one about dating, and like, so like part of the question was like, the advice you get is like, hey, I'm feeling like I want to date somebody, and the best advice there is just like, have you tried bowling? I don't know. Like, really, it always boils down, like, that's the best advice. Therapist is like, try that hike. Hike? All right, I went on the hike and I met 10, 60-year-old people. Now what do I do? Like, why is this the path to find a partner? It's so stupid. And I feel kind of embarrassed talking about it because, like, I'm 29 years old and I haven't... It's weird to be disillusioned this old. I feel like you're supposed to go through this disillusionment when you're a teenager and you're like, oh, the girls are stupid or whatever. I don't know. I guess everything is kind of like that in life, and I mean, like, there's just no mechanisms to help anybody, really. Um, like, you want to find a good job, it's a free-for-all. I don't know, you want to find friends, you want to find anything in life. It's like, just figure it out. I don't know, just, like, go out in the world and figure it out. And it's like, I'm not a figure it out person. So, like, what, it's not, I mean, like, I'm a healthy single person, but, like, there are a lot of lonely people that it's like they can't handle this loneliness, and, like, we need to help those people. I'm not even talking about me. I'm just thinking about, like, I understand now why, like, people are, like, sad all the time, and, like, they don't have jobs, and they don't have a partner, they don't have friends, and there's nothing in society to help people with those, like, common basic, it's the most basic things. It's just a free-for-all. It's crazy. Like, those are the fundamental things of life, and we don't have a way to help people find them. It's like, have you tried bowling? I don't know. That's, like, the best advice. It's crazy. I'm like, yes, okay, I'll go bowling. Now what? Like, I did it. I tried, and my life isn't fixed. So, like, what do you mean go bowling? How is go bowling a solution to my problems? Doesn't really make sense. My therapist gave me a couple ideas, which are better than go bowling, but not by much. I'm gonna call there's a theater in Utica called Stanley Theater, and you can volunteer there to be like an usher or whatever. And the other thing the therapist recommended was to try to join some other Facebook groups. And I probably would have balked at that thought before I joined the Besties group, because I would think, like, oh, Facebook is terrible, it's just memes and racist people. The Besties group has been one of the better things that I've done in like, to connect with people. And so there must be other groups of those kind of people, like, around here, right? Like, we're the Utica baseball group, and, like, we go to baseball games. Like, okay, I'll just go to a baseball game with you guys. I gotta do something like that. Part of me was thinking, this was more about the Stanley Theater thing. I told my therapist about this. Like, I was remembering when I was in high school, I joined one club when I was a freshman, because by the time I was a junior and a senior, I was just, like, totally disconnected from everything. But when I was still a bushy-eyed, I don't know, bright-eyed, bushy-eyed, bright-tailed freshman, I joined the Wood Club? What's it called? Woodworking Club? Wood Club. The Wood Club was something else. I didn't join that. Part of that was, like, helping decorate the theater. Like, you would saw wood for the Forest and Cinderella play or whatever. And I remember working on the stage, and, like, there was all the kids there. We were all doing our work, but, like, I was just doing my work. I wasn't talking with other people. I wasn't connecting with other people. I mean, that was an opportunity, right? Like, hey, Jeff, like, good job hammering that thing. Like, let's be friends and talk about hammering things. Like, that's what you're supposed to do, and I didn't do that. I was like, okay, where's this wood go? Oh, it goes over here. Okay, I put it over there. Like, nobody talked to me. I didn't talk to anybody else. But, like, I mean, I wasn't open to it. Maybe. I mean, it was so long ago. That's why I think it's a bad example. But in my mind, when the therapist suggests, like, do the theater club, go to the theater, I'm like, it's just going to be like high school. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do, like, if I'm an usher, I'm just going to do my job. They're like, okay, Anthony, you're an usher. You take people's tickets, you show them to their seats. So when I'm volunteering, I'm going to take people's tickets, I'm going to show them to their seats, and that's going to be it. And so, like, what's the point of that? I'm not connecting with anybody. The therapist was like, oh, some people might come up to you and be like, hey, what's your favorite play? And I'm like, I can answer questions, but they ask me the questions, I answer them, then they go sit down. What's the point of that? I'm not really connecting. And I talked about improv, and I was like, improv was the best thing so far. I think she was thinking, like, you know, you go to this theater thing, and, like, you just hear things, like, oh, there's gonna be an improv at the theater, or oh, there's gonna be an acting class, or oh, the theater is doing this thing, and like that would be better. And so like you just hear that through being a part of that environment. You hear about better things. So I like that. And so I'm going to do that. I mean, I'm going to call him tomorrow. This was a bad week. I didn't interact with anybody in person at all. I haven't left the house. Well, I left the house to go to McDonald's, and so, I mean, it's not great. It doesn't feel great to just, like, be totally disconnected from people. I mean, I would not want to go into work. I don't think that would help me at all. Um, that's a bad kind of connection where, like, you're forced to be there and forced to be like, hey, everybody, I'm happy to be here. But no connection in a week is weird. And I'm sure that's why I felt bad. It's just, like, not connecting with anybody. I'm not making any progress with my... I tried to do the app. I went back on Tinder and I swiped a little bit. I matched with somebody, and I tried to message her, but she didn't message me back. So, and then I was like starting to get into the app stuff again, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do it. It's crazy. Like, the apps are it's like society's best attempt at connecting like single people, and it's totally garbage. It doesn't work. It's still all on the user to connect to other people. Like, you have to do 99% of the work. The app is just showing you random people who might be open to maybe meeting people. Even eHarmony is like that. They don't even do that great of a job. That was the thing I was getting depressed about this week, is like, it's been almost a year of looking for a partner. I'm not even dating anybody. Like, I can't even meet anybody. I've met 6 people, 5 people in a year. Like, so the next year I'm only going to meet 5 or 6 people. That's not enough people. I'm running out of time. I need more people to meet. Like, I'm a weird puzzle piece. Like, I'm not going to match with just anybody. I need to meet a lot of people to match with a good person for me. I'm talking like thousands of people, I feel like. Maybe not thousands, at least 100. I want to meet 100 people in a year. There's no mechanism for that. 100 single people who are looking to date. Speed dating kind of does that, but there's no speed dating now because of COVID, I guess. And still, speed dating selects for people who want to speed date. People who don't want to go to a speed dating thing aren't going to go. Like, how do you... Those people, I guess maybe they're on the apps, but, like, I just feel like part of me is like, well, you're not really going to like the speed dating people, because those are the people who like speed dating, or, like... I don't know. I think I've kind of been stopping my... think of a positive thing this week. Well, there wasn't much. I just found a new band that I think I might like, called The Strike, which is nice. I mean, like, I'm enjoying music, which I don't feel like I used to as much. I really like this song I just heard called The Painkillers by The Strike. Like, I feel like a good definition of that song is like, think of The Piano Man by Billy Joel, but actually good. Oh, did he just say that? I've talked about Piano Man. There's a part of Piano Man that always bugs me. It's just like, Billy Joel seems to be above it. Like, oh, look at me, I'm the piano man. Everybody comes to me and they're like, you're so good at piano, but we're so weird. Like, we have our weird stuff, but like, you're the cool piano man. Like, Billy Joel, be part of, you're the weirdo. Like, he never says like, oh, but the piano man is kind of a weirdo too. He's always just like, well, one of the lines is like, you sit at the bar, put bread in my jar, and say, man, what are you doing here? You're not one of us weirdos. You should be in Madison Square Garden. You shouldn't be here with the weirdies. Billy Joel should have been like, no, I'm a weirdo. But he's like, no, I'm better than you. But the Painkillers song is kind of like, that's kind of like that. It's like it's a song about like, oh, the from what I understand, I've only heard it like a couple times, but like seems like it's about like a band who's taking suggestions for songs, like, hey, what do you want to hear us play? And then the idea is like they want them to play the Painkillers because like everybody is sad, and so like play songs from when we were young to take the pain away. And so that's what the band plays. And it seems like the the guy is like, the band is like part of that. They're like, oh, we want to be part of that too. They're not like, oh, you're stupid for wanting that. Why do you want to play Painkillers? Isn't your life perfect? Aren't you a rock star like me? And of course, I think I got comments from Dalton and Ariel this week, which is always nice. Thank you. I'm just grateful that anybody cares about me or whatever. The besties are good too. I'm glad I got the besties. They're nice to me. I post in the Facebook group and they're like, hey, Anthony, what's up? And I'm like, oh, that's nice. People care about me. My parents, I got my parents, whatever. Thanks for doing what you do, and keep trying out there. And I will be here tomorrow, as always. Look at these guys. Look at these freaking guys. Look at them. Bye.